And I'm like, you know what, Bria? Who gives a damn? Who genuinely gives a damn? It's you. You are grown.
Ain't it fun living in the real world?
This hurts. Here we go. Hello, everyone. What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Bria Deshawn, and welcome back to another episode of Growing Pains, where we're growing our purpose, our achievement, our independence, our nourishment, and our success. Period. Ugh, I love it here. I hope everybody is doing well. You know what I'm saying? The question on the floor is, for a show of hands, raise your hand if you feel like an adult. Like, let's raise them. Let's see them. Let's see the hands on the floor, everybody. Huh? Anybody? Because for me, yeah, absolutely not. I do not feel like an adult at all. Yeah, I don't know what needs to happen for me to even feel like an adult. I asked my mom this question. I was like, hey girl, like, when did you start feeling like an adult? And she's like, oh, I didn't feel like an adult until I had a kid, till I had you. And I'm like, oh. So is being an adult like defined by like monumental like occasions, i.e. getting married or having a kid or like being established in your career? Like, what really makes an adult an adult? And I really do think that adulthood is a social construct. Because who is labeling when you are an adult? Social construct says like, oh, you're an adult when you turn 18, right? But that's a lie, because in college, I felt like I was grown, but not really, because I still had to answer to somebody. Now that I'm out of college, though I don't feel like I have to answer to anyone, I still feel like I need to answer to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'll put it like this. Despite me paying my own rent, going to a job, by cooking for myself every night, despite making the own conscious decision to go to church, or making decisions of going to the gym, or what to wear, what is appropriate, not appropriate, despite making all of those decisions for myself when they were usually made by a parent or a trusted adult, I'm now making them for myself alone. And it's so funny to even think about, because who gave me this responsibility? Like, who really did give me this responsibility? Because I didn't have it a year ago. I didn't. And now all of a sudden things are just supposed to just click in one fell swoop. And I just have a hard time accepting that. I really do. The idea of adulthood has only come up because of the situation that's at hand. So boom, I'm a part of the young adult choir at church. Shout out Fresh Gen, right? Naturally, young adults ranges from 23 to mid 30s, right? And people who are closer to the mid 30s, they have children already, right? And their children are like 7, 8, whatever. I remember when I used to go with my mom and my dad to young adult choir practice with them, or when I had to be with the young adults at church. That was like my first introduction into what a young adult was, right? Was in church. So when these kids at church who are 7, 8, 9 look at me, they have this certain look of like, oh my God, you are old. It's just, that feeling is just weird to me, because I used to be in their shoes and I know how I used to look up to the young adults. And now there's a whole set of generation who is looking at me like how I used to look at them. It just blows my mind how time just operates and how adulthood is just perceived in different stages of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because even still now, like, I look at adults, people in their 30s, mid 30s, I look at them and I'm like, yo, you're living a life. Like, this is where I want to be. Y'all making 30s look cool. When I was in high school, I was looking at people who are my age like, yo, y'all are living a life. Like, this is what being an adult looks like. I say, yeah. It's crazy, the whole concept of how your perception of what an adult is as you get older. It feels like I'm cosplaying when I go to work. It feels like I have this mask on of like, okay, I'm pretending, I'm acting, being an adult today. Obviously, my people at the job are believing it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't broke character yet. Okay, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm doing a good job at being one. Despite what I think and what I feel like, I want to get to a point where I'm confident in my adulthood. Right now, I'm 60% confident. That's kind of high. But I'm around 60% confident in my adulthood, you know? I don't know if there will ever be a point where I'm 100% confident in my adulthood. And I don't know if that comes with, you know, monumental experiences. But I do believe that there has to be a point in my young adulthood now that gets me to the point of like, oh, I feel very much different than what I was in college. I felt like in college I felt more like an adult than I am now. Maybe because I was surrounded with my peers who were all on the same course as me. But now when you're out here in the world and you go to work with people you've never been around before, especially the age gap, it's like, okay, I feel really young. Like, do I really have a place here? I am actively finding and trying to figure out what I need to do to, in a way, feel more adultish. I know that I am doing it because I'm pretty responsible. I don't know if it's even my appearance and how I look that makes me still feel a little childish in a way. But I don't know, y'all. I'm open to feedback. Do you feel like an adult genuinely? And then if you do, what is it that makes you feel like an adult? Is it something that you do? Is it something that you've experienced that make you feel like an adult? You know, am I just overthinking it? And maybe I am just overthinking it. It's just like an interesting thought process to have. And in that thinking, I'm also was like, okay, maybe I'm too stuck on being a good adult and not focused on having fun and being lighthearted and unserious sometimes. My year and a half being out here, I have always made the responsible decision. I've always made decisions in favor of what my parents would say. Having my parents know that I go to church every Sunday, or deciding what I'm eating, or how often I eat out, or how often I go out to the club, or what I'm wearing. Like, all of these things that I was thinking was always in favor of what my parents would say. One day I was getting dressed and I was like, should I wear this? Is this a good, like, blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, you know what, Bria? Who gives a damn? Who genuinely gives a damn? It's you. You are grown and you can really make your own decisions and do what you want to do. Who cares if you eat out 2-3 times in a week? That's your decision. Who cares if you wear this top and it don't match? That's your decision. Who really gives a damn? It's you. You are in control. You have the power to say yes or no. That's your decision. The sooner that clicks in my mind, because I'm still getting over that, the more freeing it will be to live a carefree and unserious 20s. And so I feel like this is a time to just go out and be and just do whatever you want to do, whether if it's justified or not, because the life is based off of risks. It really is. And sometimes I be so caught in my head of, is this really right for me and what I'm doing right now? This irresponsible thing to do. And I want to be so bad young and turnt. I'm starting to have this thought because summer is around the corner and I'm trying to be outside and just be carefree and be on the rooftops and drink a margarita. That's what I want to do this summer. I want to drive to San Francisco, drive to San Diego, be with my friends, really kick it and be in it for real. I don't know how else to say it, but I want to be in it for real and not let the weight of being an adult and making responsible decisions be the thief of my joy. That was really good, Brie. Like, I don't want to be so caught up in that and move in fear and move in regret. I'm young and turnt. We're young and turnt. It's the summer. The summer is here. I want to be young and turnt. And there's going to be times where I make the wrong decision. That's only for me to learn off of. But, you know, at this point, what we got to lose? What do we really have to lose? There's a way to be young, turnt, and responsible. And I know that can happen because there are people who are years older than me who are doing that, who are living that lifestyle, and they're doing it very well and professional-like and classy. And I'm really thinking of my profiles because they some young, turnt, and responsible girls, okay? Women. Let me correct myself. They are young, turnt, responsible women. So I'm just looking forward to when I am freed from the thought of doing a good job at adulting. I feel like what I'm doing right now is enough. Adulting does not need to be serious at all. Child, go out on a work day if you want to. That's okay. Be free and do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, you only get this life once. YOLO. You're only young and turnt for so long. That's all I have to say. Despite everything and like the challenges or the endless overthinking moments adulting is fun. There are major positives to it, and the positives is you get to literally do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. You don't really have to answer to anybody. And when I am more confident in that thinking and really believe that, it'll start to show, you know? And hopefully it'll start to show this summer, because I'm looking for a quick turnaround time here. Like, we cannot be in this thinking but too long, honey. And we're going to come up with an action plan. And hopefully come growing pains in July, August, maybe even June. As early as June, you're going to start to see the change, okay? This has been another episode of Growing Pains. It's your girl, Bria Deshawn, capital D-E, capital S-H-A-U-N. Don't forget the accent mark. Damn. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. If you enjoyed this episode of Growing Pains, please like and comment your favorite part of the episode. And if you enjoyed yourself and you feel like you want to come back again for some more kikis on the couch, please subscribe to my channel for more, because growing pains are essential to life. Okay, for real, I'm bye. Oh, for real, I'm going bye. Ew.
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my yearnings. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying.